Oh, when the Santas go marching in. Oh, when the Santas go marching in. Oh, Lord, we want to be in that number. When the Santas go marching in. Oh, when the youth say drum along. Oh, when the youth all drum along. Oh, Lord, we want to be in that number. When the youth all drum along. Oh, when the Santas go marching in. Oh, when the Santas go marching in. Oh, Lord, we want to be in that number. When the Santas go marching in.
Hello, Croasdaile community. We have a couple in here, but we know we have a lot of you out there, and we are so happy that you invited us to come and entertain you this evening with a fun program that will hopefully provide you with what you see in the back, because as our banner says, we are the ambassadors of Christmas cheer. Thank you. That is a group of real bearded Santas and Mrs. Clauses who, oh, what? No beard? No beard on the Mrs. Clauses, that's right. So, we have combined our love of Don Ho and Ho 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 to provide you with a little program this evening that I hope you're going to sing along, because we're going to get the people in here to sing along, and we hope you sing along at home in front of your TV sets, because we believe that you should keep Christmas with you all through the year. When Christmas is over, you should keep it near. So, now, without further ado, I'm going to present to you a face and a personality that I know you are familiar with. He's going to be our master of ceremonies this evening. I present to you Santa Jim.
All right. We really want to thank you for allowing us to come in and try to entertain you in your home this evening. And by the way, if you think we are bad enough, you can call your friends and tell them to watch it too, okay? But don't worry, we've got some great groaners that we're going to use.
What is a groaner, Santa Jim?
It's a groaner that once we tell the joke, you'll go, So anyway, we do have groaners, but we have some songs. And let us start off with our first song. This song was written in 1949, so I'm sure some of you were just young whippersnappers in 1949. A year later, it was recorded by Bing Crosby and the Andrews Sisters. It means Merry Christmas in Hawaiian, excuse me. So it's basically what you may know of, Mele Kalikimaka, okay?
Land where palm trees sway.
Hey, Mrs. Gina Claus.
Yes, Martha Claus.
What does a snowman eat for breakfast?
I don't know. What does a snowman eat for breakfast?
Frosty Flakes.
Well, we are just so happy to be able to be here tonight. It's such a thrill and an honor. We're just sad that you guys can't be in here with us. Oh, I'm so sorry. So sorry you guys couldn't be in here with us. But we are here to have a good time and hopefully bring some smiles to your faces, even though you're in your rooms. But we have to be careful of that bad old corona, you know. But, you know, it's being Santa's by far one of the most rewarding things I have ever done. But I get lots of questions. But tonight I'd like to ask you a question. Have you ever wondered why it is that Santa has bells on his sleigh? I mean, think about it. I'm trying to land on the rooftops of houses at night without waking any of the children up and deliver toys. Well, let me tell you why it is we have bells on the sleigh. Long ago, when Bernard and I first found out that the reindeer could fly, we thought, well, what if we could hook those reindeer to a sleigh? We could deliver a lot more toys a whole lot faster than any way we've ever done before. Well, after some experiment, some trial and error, we got it hitched up. It worked beautifully. We painted that sleigh stealth black. We insulated every little nook and cranny. We didn't want it making any noise whatsoever. It was amazing. That first Christmas, we flew off into the air, delivered that toys to that first house, and do you know how many people we woke up? That's right, not a one. We were in and out slick as you can believe. It was amazing. Flying through the air that night, the only sound I could hear was the wind. Can you make the sound of the wind? Oh, it was incredible. It was a starlit night. It was just so amazing. When all of a sudden, wham! I flew right into a duck. Hit me right in the face. There were feathers everywhere, and whack, 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 whack. That was one mad duck. I was picking feathers out of my beard, out of my nose, everywhere. But the duck wasn't hurt. We flew down to a field, set the duck off in the field. But that night, when we got back to the North Pole, we painted that sleigh bright red, put bells all over it, and we haven't hit a duck since.
Way to go, Billy! All right, so that leads us to our next song. This is probably the most well-known American song in the world. It was written in 1857 in Massachusetts. It was originally intended to be a Thanksgiving song when it first came out, but then it changed to a drinking song and finally became a Christmas song. And it's Jingle Bells, so please sing along with us.
Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey! Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. O'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtail ring, making spirits high. What fun it is to ride and sing the sleighing time.
Hi.
Yes.
Oops, sorry.
Yes, it's Mrs. Claus.
Santa Ron,
Yes.
what does Santa Claus get when he gets stuck in a chimney?
I don't know. What does Santa Claus get when he gets stuck in a chimney?
Claustrophobia.
You folks that are watching, don't worry, it'll get worse. Okay, but we're going to do a mishmash at this time. And the mishmash is basically two songs right after the other. The first one we're going to do for you guys tonight, I know some of you have probably been to see Don Ho out in Hawaii. So this is one of Don Ho's most famous songs because it was basically written for him in 1966. Okay? And it's called Tiny Bubbles. And the second song we're going to do is Pearly Shells, which was originally an old Hawaiian song, but additional lyrics were added. And then Burl Ives, most of you may remember Burl Ives, he made it popular in 1964. So here is Tiny Bubbles, followed by Pearly Shells.
Tiny bubbles in the wine makes us happy, makes us feel fine. Tiny bubbles makes us warm all over with the feeling that we're gonna love you till the end of time. So here's to the golden moon, and here's to the silvery sea, but mostly here's a toast to you and me. Tiny bubbles
Tiny bubbles
in the wine
in the wine
makes us happy,
makes us happy,
makes us feel fine.
makes us feel fine.
Tiny bubbles
Tiny bubbles
makes us warm all over with the feeling that we're gonna love you till the end of time. So here's to the ginger lady I give to you today, and here's a kiss that will not fade away. Tiny bubbles
Tiny bubbles
in the wine
in the wine
makes us happy,
makes us happy,
makes us feel fine.
makes us feel fine.
Tiny bubbles
Tiny bubbles
makes us warm all over with the feeling that we're gonna love you till the end of time. Early shadows from the ocean, shining in the sun, covering the shore. When I see them, my heart tells me that I love you more than all the little pearly shells. For every grain of sand along the beach, I got a kiss for you, and I've got more left over for each star that twinkles in the blue. Pearly shells
shells
from the ocean,
from the ocean
shining in the sun,
shining in the sun,
covering the shore.
covering the shore.
When I see them,
When I see them,
my heart tells me that I love you more than all the little pearly shells. More than all the little pearly shells.
Santa Jim.
What, Santa Allen?
Why did Rudolph get a bad report card?
Why did Rudolph get a bad report card?
He went down in history.
Moving on to the next song. This song was written in 1864, but it didn't become popular until 1953 when the singing cowboy Gene Autry recorded it. It was the first song ever to focus on Santa Claus. And the name of the song, Up on the Housetop.
Yes, Miss Gina.
Do you know where Christmas angels get their milk?
I don't know. Where do the angels get their milk?
From holy cows.
All right, everybody, this next song is for all of you that are celebrating a birthday this month. It includes 3 of our members. Sitting to my right, it is Santa Allen's birthday this month. Behind me, it is Miss Gina Claus's birthday. And the gentleman directly behind me, Santa Jim, his birthday is today. So this song is for all of you celebrating birthday and these 3 fine people.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Miss Marcia.
Yes, Santa Ron.
Yes, I'm going to do knock knock.
Who's there?
Irish.
Irish who?
Irish, there was a song coming up. It's lots of fun.
Me too.
Okay. You know, these little buttons on these things get smaller and smaller as I get older. I'm not sure I can find them every so often. But anyway, we've got another song coming. This is a folk song. And for those of you who remember back in the 60s when there was the hootenanny time and the good songs that we sang, Up on Bowcatcher Mountain and so forth and so on. We're not singing that one. But anyway, this one was done by the Irish Rovers, and it became a very popular song to be sung in taverns. And it's called the Unicorn Song.
A long time ago when the earth was green, there were more kinds of animals than you've ever seen. They run around free while the earth was being born. The loveliest of them all was the unicorn. There were green alligators and long-necked geese, some
sinning and it gave him pain. And he says, stand back, I'm gonna make it rain. He says, hey brother Noah, I'll tell you what to do. Build me a floating zoo and take some of those green alligators and long-necked geese, some humpback camels and some chimpanzees, some cats and rats and elephants, but sure as you're born, don't you forget my unicorns.
Old Noah was there. Whoops. Sorry. Old Noah was there to answer the call. He finished up building the ark just as the rain started to fall. He marched in those animals 2 by 2, and he called out as they went through, hey Lord, I got you.
Green alligators and long-necked geese, some humpback camels and some chimpanzees, some cats and rats and elephants, but Lord, I'm so forlorn, I just can't see no unicorn.
Then Noah looked out through the driving range. Those unicorns were hiding, playing silly games, a kicking and a splashing while the rain was a-pouring. All them silly unicorns.
There was green alligators and long-necked geese, some humpback camels and some chimpanzees. Noah cried, close the door, 'cause the rain it's a-pouring, and we just can't wait for no unicorns.
The ark started moving, it drifted with the tide. The unicorns looked up from the rocks and they cried. And the waters came down and sort of floated them away.
And that's why you've never seen a unicorn to this very day.
You'll see green alligators and long-necked geese, some humpback camels and some chimpanzees, some cats and rats and elephants, but sure as you're born, you're never gonna see no
This day, it reminded me of a time at the North Pole. Oh yeah, I spent the whole afternoon with the elves getting the sleigh all packed up. We were ready to go. And then, oh, you won't believe what happened. Oh, my goodness. The fog came rolling in. Why, I couldn't even see to the tips of my fingers. It was so cloudy. And then Mrs. Claus says to me,
Santa, you're going to have to cancel Christmas this year.
oh no, but why, Mrs. Claus?
Well, you might fly into a tree. Or a mountain.
Oh no.
Or the spire on the Duke Chapel.
No, not that. Not that. And then, Mark, you won't believe it, but a special friend came to the rescue. Now, boys and girls, moms and dads, children of all ages, do you know who came on Christmas Eve to give Santa a helping hand? There's one hand. Got some more hands? Any more hands? Who was it? Rudolph. Oh, you know Rudolph. Gina.
You know Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen, Comet and Cupid and Donder and Blitzen. But do you recall the most famous reindeer of all?
Ba-dum-bum-bum. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose. And if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer game. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? Then how the reindeer loved him as he shouted out with glee. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, he'll go down in history. Everybody! Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose. guide my sleigh tonight. Then our reindeer loved him, and he shouted out with glee, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history.
The song we just sang, I need to tell you a little bit about it because most of it you know a little bit about it. If you remember, Montgomery Ward had a catalog, and this was back before time started, but actually it was back a long time ago, and they put a poem in the catalog, and it was Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. And the poem became so popular, it eventually got music was added to it, and it was not until 1949, that it was recorded, and it was recorded by Gene Autry. We've already mentioned him once, but that became that year the #1 selling single at Christmas. They sold 2.5 million records, which was unheard of back then. Anyway, moving right along. Santa Bill, wake up.
Why, yes, Santa Jim.
What goes ho, 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 thump?
Why, I have no idea. What goes ho, 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 thump?
Santa laughing his head off. All right, let's sing another song. This next song, it came from the 16th century. It was Welsh, and it wasn't changed late until about 1862 that the English lyrics were added, but they kept some of the Welsh words. And the Welsh words are fa la 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 la. And so you can know that this is Deck the Halls.
Deck the halls with boughs of holly, la 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 la. Tis the season to be jolly, la 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 la. Come now our gay apparel, la 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 la. Troll the ancient Yuletide carol, la 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 la. Pass away the old year passes, la 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 la. Follow me in merry measure, la 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 la, as we sing to you with pleasure, la 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 la.
Miss Marcia Claus,
Yes, Miss Paulette Claus.
what do reindeer have that no other animal has?
I don't know. What does reindeer have that no other animal has?
Baby reindeer.
Daisy, Daisy, give me your answer, I do. I'm half crazy over the love of you. It won't be a stylish marriage, I can't afford a carriage, but you'll look sweet upon the seat of a bicycle built for two.
Harry, Harry, here is my answer true. I'm not crazy, all for the love of you. There won't be any marriage if you can't afford a carriage. And I'll be switched if I'll get hitched on a bicycle built for two.
We want to take just a minute and introduce all of these wonderful folks who are, you know, sort of parked in the head. But anyway, and we're going to start with Alan, who got turned down. Anyway, Alan is playing a tenor ukulele, Santa Alan. Then we've got Santa Bill, who's next to him. He's playing a soprano.
Tenor.
Geez, you keep changing. Why do you change? What's wrong? Can't make up your mind. Okay, he's a tenor. Then next to him is Miss Paulette Claus, who is singing a concert ukulele. And then on the far left is Miss Marcia Claus, who has rhythm. She's doing a bongo-lele, a shake-a-lele, and other special effects. Her feet play in the whole bit. She's got going. Next to me over here is Miss Gina Claus, who wouldn't accept Alan's. She is playing a flea ukulele. I play a concert ukulele. And not yet, put it down. I'd like to also introduce to you Santa Ron. Santa Ron, at the end of this month, the ambassadors of Christmas Cheer are going to Santa Claus, Indiana. I bet you didn't know there was a place called Santa Claus, Indiana, did you? But we're going at the end of this month because Santa Ron is going to be inducted into the International Santa Claus Hall of Fame. So way to go, Ron. Now, Ron is playing a tenor ukulele, and our last guy, our strum master on the end, Santa Billy, he is playing, he plays a concert ukulele, and also you will see him in, which looks like a banjo, that's a banjo-lele. It's not 5 strings, it's just 4 like all the other ukuleles. Okay, now, the next song we're going to sing is a song that a lot of you probably remember. It was recorded in 1946 by the Andrews Sisters. And by the way, the Andrews Sisters did perform in Durham because I saw them years ago in the early 50s. But when they recorded this song, they were singing along with the Guy Lombardo and all of his band. And this is
Royal Canadians.
And the Royal, got to get the Royal Canadians. But this is Christmas Island.
How'd you like to spend Christmas on Christmas Island? How'd you like to spend the holiday away across the sea? How'd you like to spend Christmas on Christmas Island? How'd you like to hang your stocking on the great big coconut tree? How'd you like to stay away like the islanders do? Wait for Santa to sail in with your presents in a canoe. If you ever spend Christmas on Christmas Island, you will never stray, for every day your Christmas dreams come true. Aloha, hey, aloha, hey, aloha, hey.
Hey, Santa Bill,
Yes, Santa Allen.
where does Santa stay when he is on vacation?
Why, I have no idea. Where does Santa stay when he's on vacation?
in a hotel.
And I'm supposed to talk after that? Okay, anyway. We're getting down to some of the good parts of the concert tonight. And the title of this is not a word. I mean, it's a made-up word. And don't go looking it up in the dictionary because you won't find it. This was made in 1910 for a Broadway show called Echo. See? Y'all remember that right off the bat, don't you? Yeah. But everybody knows it now as a song sung by the comedian Jimmy Durante. And it's called Skidamarink.
Skidamarink-a-dink-a-dink, skidamarink-a-doo. I love you. Skidamarink-a-dink-a-dink, skidamarink-a-doo. Yes, I do. I love you in the morning and in the afternoon. I love you in the evening and underneath the moon. Oh, skidamarink-a-dink-a-dink, skidamarink-a-doo. I love you. Skidamarink-a-dink-a-dink, skidamarink-a-doo. I love you. Skidamarink-a-dink-a-dink, skidamarink-a-doo. Yes, I do. I love you in the morning and in the afternoon. I love you in the evening and underneath the moon. Oh, skidamarink-a-dink-a-dink, skidamarink-a-doo. I love you.
Some of you may have noticed I've had a little trouble. This is supposed to be a handheld mic, and I've been handling it more than anybody up here, I think. But I'd like to sing a little ditty for you tonight, sort of a love ballad, if you might. It goes like this. I missed you this morning by the sun's early light, and I missed you last evening when the moon was shining so bright. And I guess I'll just keep missing you right on up till when I get the sights fixed on my rifle, then I won't miss you again.
Surprised you, didn't we? Okay, our next song was written in 1922 for a Broadway musical review. And it was written and sung by a guy by the name of William Fraley. And I'm sure you all know William Fraley. You should remember him. He was on TV a lot. You know, Uncle Fred on I Love Lucy, and also My Three Sons. He played on My Three Sons. So this was, and sung by him, and he actually ended up singing it also on the I Love Lucy show and on My Three Sons, if you happen to see that. So this is Carolina in the Morning.
Nothing could be finer than to be in Carolina in the morning. Nothing could be sweeter than my sweetie, then I meet her in the morning. Where the morning glories twine around the door, whispering pretty stories I long to hear once more. Strolling with my girlie where the dew is pearly early in the morning. Butterflies will flutter up and kiss each little buttercup at dawning. If I had a Aladdin's lamp for only a day, I'd make a wish, and here's what I'd say. Nothing could be finer than to be in Carolina in the morning, strolling with my Burley when the dew's
early in the morning. Otherwise, I'm if I had a land for only a day, I'd make a wish, and here's what I'd say. Nothing could be finer than to be in Carolina in the morning. Hey!
We want to say to you, Ohana, which is Hawaiian for thank you. And we want to tell you we're so happy to be part of your Mahala, which is family. And we also want to tell you goodbye, which is aloha. And I know you're going to say, I thought that was hello. Well, it means both words, hello and goodbye. So, Ohana, Mahalo, and aloha. Our last song for this evening, we're going to sing the song where it's really the real reason for the season. And if you would like to sing along with us, feel free, because everybody knows this song. Because this song was actually done, first published in 1818, and Bing Crosby is the singer, and his version of this song is the third best singing song of all time. And it's our reason for the season. And it's Silent Night.
Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round yon virgin, mother and child, holy infant, so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace. Good night.
Good night. Aloha.